Rural Comedies, Facts and Trivia. Thank you for being here. Today's video is on Andy Griffith. And here's why Andy Griffith fired Betty Lynn from Matlock. As a kid, when I used to watch reruns of Andy Griffith's show, one of my favorite characters was Barney Fife's girlfriend, Thelma Lou, played by Betty Lynn. Betty and Andy Griffith had a great working relationship on the Andy Griffith show. Fans loved the way that Thelma Lou and Sheriff Andy interacted, and their friendship carried over into real life. So when Andy decided to bring Betty on to Matlock, playing his secretary Sarah, seems like a natural fit. But conflicts around Betty's lack of screen time actually caused the two actors to feud over 20 years. At the time, Betty credited Andy with helping to develop her character on the show. In a 1986 article that appeared in the Spokane Review, she said, "Andy has written a few little scenes for me, very funny. I hope they're kept in." As Betty began to settle into her role, she began to ask Andy for a little more screen time. She wanted her character to have a more prominent role in the show and become a regular cast member. This put Andy and the producers in a difficult position, as they didn't want to upset the balance of the show or make it seem like they were playing favorites. Ultimately, they made the tough decision to let Betty go. Now, while this decision was personally hard for Andy, and it also understandably very hard for Betty, after all, she had just returned to acting after a long break and was super excited to be back in the spotlight. They let me go as soon as they could, Lynn said in a 2016 interview with the Charlotte News and Observer. "I was upset with him because he wouldn't listen." Despite their long-standing friendship, the tension between the two of them lasted for years. In fact, they didn't speak to each other for 2 decades. It wasn't until years later that Andy made the first move to mend their relationship. He called Betty up and asked her for some acting advice in 2008. And just like that, the two old friends were finally able to bury the hatchet, and they stayed in touch until Griffith's 2012 death. During her later years, Betty settled down in the town of Mount Airy, North Carolina, which was Andy's boyhood home, and the inspiration for the fictional town of Mayberry. She became a fixture in the community, making appearances at local events and becoming a beloved member of the town. In a 2015 article about Betty's return to rural life, journalist Emily Masters spoke with longtime Andy Griffith Show fan and Floyd the Barber impersonator Alan Newsom about Betty. And here's what he said: "To meet her in real life and to realize that she is just about as sweet as Thelma Lou was on TV, she's really had a big impact. While the feud between her and Andy was a difficult chapter in their lives, it's clear that they both had a deep affection for one another and that the friendship they had, both on and off screen, was truly special." And, I don't think there would have been a feud at all had they not been friends. Because when the closer friendship you are, the easier it is to hurt the other. And I think this just was one of those situations. And because, who could be mad at Betty Lynn, such a sweetheart, All I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please like this video. I'd appreciate it. Have a great day. God bless you. Praying for you.